Yo, what's going on, snipers, and welcome back to our Houston Sharpshooters Draft Glory franchise mode here in NHL 22. If my voice sounds a little husky, it's because I've pre-recorded like 4 or 5 episodes consecutively because we are all the way in the Stanley Cup Finals for the very first time in franchise history, and I'm very excited to see what this team could do. But we are going to be going up against a very tough team in the Buffalo Sabres in the Stanley Cup Finals, who won 55 games in the regular season, so it's definitely going to be a tough task. Now, in last round, we took on the Minnesota Wild, and it was kind of an interesting series for the most part. We had a couple of games where we played really good, and also some games that were a little bit closer. So, as you can see, game 1, we won 4-0. Then we lost 1-0. So Soderstrom had some really good starts in the start of the round. Then we won 4-3. Then we won 4-1 to go up 3-1. And I was like, okay, now we definitely have a chance to win the series. But it came to game 5, and this game was really a kind of a nail biter. We were down 4-1 going into the third period. We scored 2 power play goals to pull within one goal. Then we tied the game up and brought it to OT. Now, OT-wise, we got peppered in shots, and they won a lot more face-offs and stuff than us. We end up facing like 60 shots and whatnot. But with 1 second left in the first overtime period, Yip scored and sent us to our first ever Cup Finals appearance. So yeah, we're going to be taking on Buffalo now, and it should be definitely our toughest task yet. Buffalo's went through who's so far in the Stanley Cup to get to the Cup Finals again? I think they've won a cup as well in this franchise mode, if I'm not mistaken. But they knocked out Detroit in 6 games in round 1. They also knocked out the Sens in 6 games, and now they knocked out Columbus in 7 games. But this is going to be a very interesting Cup Finals for sure. Also, they do have a pretty interesting looking roster. It's a lot of veterans mostly, but they do also have some youth integrated into their team. So I can kind of see why they are such a good team. But as you can see, they have Quinn, Kotkaniemi, and Eichel, Tippett, Batherson, and Perreault. Third line, they have Prince, Sakach, and Duran. So a younger third line, but a very veteran, a heavy top 6. And the fourth line has Cooper, Silvergard, and Kaut. So you have a good mix of vets and younger guys. And then defensively, they also have a lot of veterans. They have Dahlin and McAvoy, who was with Colorado last year when they took us out. They also have Felipe Myers and Travis Dermott, as well as Zach Burrows and Alexander Alexiev. So mostly veterans on the blue line except for Burrows. And then goalie-wise, they have Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen, who usually sims pretty good. And they also have Colin Ennis. Depth-wise, they have Sam Bolduc and Peyton Pelletier and James Malatesta. But yeah, you can kind of see why this team won 55 games. Really good offensive depth. Defensive core is pretty good as well, especially when you have a top 2 of Dahlin and McAvoy. And then the rest of them are pretty average defensemen. And then also have a good goaltender too, so I could definitely see why they are one of the best teams in the league. They might have won the President's Trophy. I don't even know that actually if they did or not. Because since they won 55 games, I would assume they were like one of the best teams in the league. Let's take a look at that quickly. They won the President's Trophy with 115 points. So, yeah, and we finished 13th. So if we could win the Stanley Cup against the President's Trophy winning team, that would be pretty awesome. Definitely would put an exclamation mark on the season. So yeah, that's basically that. Let's actually take a look at who's been doing what for them so far in the playoffs before we get into this Cup Finals, just because I'm kind of curious in who's been doing what. So, looks like mostly their top 6, which I was expecting. A couple of their younger guys actually on that third line, Cooper and Sakach, have points as well. So yeah, they look like they have some pretty good depth scoring. And then they're also getting some help from the back end with Dahlin, McAvoy, Dermott. McAvoy's actually been a lot more quiet than I thought he would be. And then goalie-wise, they've been getting some solid goaltending from Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen so far as well. Interesting. So let's get into this Stanley Cup Finals because we've been waiting years to get to this Cup Finals. It comes down to this. If we can win 4 games before Buffalo does, we are going to win our first ever Stanley Cup. If we lose this, we're going to run into the offseason, which has probably some salary cap issues and letting go of players we don't want to let go of, maybe even Soderstrom being one of them. So, yeah, Soderstrom had a really good conference finals. Let's hope he can keep it up in the Stanley Cup Finals. We do not have home ice advantage, obviously, in this series. We did last round for the only time in this playoff run so far. And our power play has also been getting a lot better as of late. It has now 5 power play goals, and we didn't have any in the first 2 rounds, I'm pretty sure. So, are mostly in the first 2 rounds, except for like game 6, I think, right there, or game number 5 right there. So let's get into this first game of the Stanley Cup Finals in Buffalo. See if we could get a road win to start the series. That'd be good. Like I said, we've been a really good road team so far. First period, 1-0 them. I don't like that. Rasmus Dahlin scores a power play goal, so we definitely need our penalty kill to continue doing what it was doing in the last few rounds, but they get a power play goal, so Dahlin. Now we're getting outshot 15-5, so we're getting badly outplayed, which is rightfully so considering they had 10 more wins than us in the regular season. But yeah, hopefully we can get our top guns to start shooting the puck a little bit more in that second period. Second period, we're down 3-0. I'm not liking this so far. They scored 3 power play goals in this game. Cooper and Sakash. Our penalty kill has shit the bed. We're being outshot 30-19. Jesus, Buffalo team is good. If we could bounce back in the next game with a good one, but man, they are really dominant in terms of taking shots and all that. Like, only having 9 shots through 2 periods for us is not good. And the fact that they have 30 through 2 periods is crazy. This is not a good game one. We definitely need to pick it up offensively next game and play a bit better defensively. There's a goal on the power play for us, Jaskalainen. Okay. So our power play is continuing to do good, but our penalty kill needs to improve a little bit, especially in this first game. Every goal so far in this game, Eichel scores a power play goal. Every goal in this game has been a power play goal. That's kind of nuts. And we're going to lose 4-1 in Game 1 of the Stanley Cup Finals, which is not good. We definitely need to make some adjustments, I think. So Jaskalainen continuing to do stuff, though, from Teratukin is their only goal. But all those goals were power play. They scored 4 power play goals, so we are definitely going to address our penalty kill. And maybe we'll go back to the original penalty kill lines and see if they will play good again. But yeah, that was not a good first game for sure. Got dominated. We'll move Jaskalainen back up, move Burns back to the side, and yeah, Morales could play center, I think. Yeah. So we'll do something like that. And yeah, we'll move Jaskalainen to the top unit, or no? No, we'll leave it like that maybe. Maybe we'll change it. Try and change it back to the way it was originally. And yeah, offense could stay the same from now. Hopefully it could be a little bit better in round 2, what the heck am I saying? Game number 2. Well, we have our second of back-to-back games. We are in Buffalo still. Can we get a win on the road to tie the series headed home? Because that would be very huge for our team if we could do that. Like, at least split the games here and don't go down 0-2. Come on, boys. Let's get that offense to wake up here. First period, we are tied at 1. Okay, Jaskalainen scores again. Jaskalainen is literally doing everything he can for this team, and I'm here for it. Duran scored with 15 seconds left, which is not great. The shots were a lot more even in this first period than last game. 10-9 instead of 15-5, I think it was. Second period, we're up 2-1. Let's go. Ortiz scores. He's been actually picking up a lot of points as of late, so I'm really liking that the third line is scoring, because when the third line is scoring, it kind of feels like the team at least is doing good all around. Like, our fourth line has pretty much been our most quiet offensive line, which is rightfully so, because those guys get like less than 10 minutes a night. But we're up 2-1. The shots are 23-20 in favor of us. Let's get some insurance here in the third period, please, boys. I do never feel safe with a 1-goal lead. Penalty kill. We actually kill off a penalty, which is great. And then Cooper ties it up. Screw you, Cooper. Come on, boys. Let's get that lead back. Come on, Jaskalainen. I know you have something in you. Come on, boys. Come on, please. And we are going to overtime in Game 2. We're getting outshot now 36-28, so they definitely poured it on in that third period, but it's a 2-2 game. Who wants to be that OT hero for us? Last time we were in overtime, it was a goal from Yip. Who wants to be that one to get us a tie series here? Come on, boys. Kind of scared. And we are going to score early, and it's Hedman, who has only scored 1 goal prior to this, and we win 3-2 in Game 2, and we have a tie series headed home in the Stanley Cup Finals. Let's go. We won a game in the Cup Finals. That's awesome to see. Shots were 36-29 to favor them in that game, but we come through with the victory. So good game from Soderstrom to get us to win. So Jaskalainen from Teratukin and Morales. Ortiz is 7th from Pasquale and Hedman from Kapitanov. 3 stars of the game. Yeah, Soderstrom was phenomenal. Cooper the 2nd star and Jaskalainen the 3rd. Geez, Jaskalainen had 6 hits that game. Like, literally, he does everything. He picks up goals, assists. He throws a lot of hits. He wins faceoffs. This guy might be an all-time channel legend already at this point. But that is a huge win on the road against a very good team. Because now if we could win one or two of these playoff, or if we could win both these games on home ice, we're again in a good situation. But obviously we got to win that first one to go up 2-1 if we can. So I don't think I'm going to make any line changes. That was another close kind of game. Let's see what happens in game number 3. See if we could get our offensive guns starting going. Game number 3, first period on home ice. And we're down 3-2. Yikes. That was a very bad defensive first period, but it was good offensively as well for us. So Soderstrom needs to kind of wake up a little bit. Thornton opened the scoring, and Eichel, McAvoy again. What's with Charlie McAvoy scoring first period goals against us? Because last year when we got knocked out by Colorado, like I said, I think he had a hat trick in the first period. This time around, he has 2 goals in the first period. But then Pete Pasquale pulls us back within 1, which is good. Shots are 13-10 in favor of us, so I don't know if Soderstrom is still in. 3 goals on 10 shots is not great. Second period, we have taken the lead. Let's go. Let's go. Thornton and Pasquale. Pasquale's been great too all of a sudden. Oh, let's go. That was a very big second period. Very big second period. My God. Okay. Shots are 26-22 in favor of us. We're up 4-3 on goals from Thornton and Pasquale. Let's get some insurance here in the third period, please, boys. Penalty kill early in the third. We're going to kill it off. Huge penalty kill. Another penalty kill. And we score a short-handed goal from a defenseman, Marcus Sedin, or whatever the heck his name is. 5-3 game. Man, we have scored a lot of short-handed goals in the playoffs. Like the last few years, we've scored like multiple short-handed goals each round. Or not each round, each year. And we're going to win 5-3 in our first ever playoff game on home ice. Our Stanley Cup Finals playoff game on home ice. Oh, they outshot us 44-35. Soderstrom has definitely picked it up. And we have taken a 2-1 series lead. And if we could win next game, that is huge for our confidence. We are down 3-1 at one point, but we battled back again. So Thornton from Morales and Jaskalainen, Pasquale from Teratugan, and Soderstrom gets an assist in the Cup Finals. Are you kidding me? He picked up like 4 assists in the regular season. He's usually a good assist man for a goalie. And, well, he picks up an assist in the Stanley Cup Finals. You don't see that every day. And then Thornton from Morales and Yip, Pasquale from Hedman and Forster, and Sedin short-handed from Hedman and Burns. Ooh, let's keep it rolling going into next game, boys. Pasquale the first star, Thornton the second, and McAvoy the third. Oh, I am so nervous with this team right now. We have a 2-1 series lead in the Cup Finals. I am not going to make any line changes going into game number 4. But if we could win this game, that would be huge. But if we lose this game, obviously it's going to be very scary because going back to Buffalo with a tie series, I don't really want that to happen. Can we take a 3-1 series lead here with a win on home ice in the Stanley Cup Finals? First period. We're down 2-0. That's not good. I mean, we've came back from games before, so we could definitely have a good bounce back of a second, maybe. But McAvoy again and Perreault score. Shots are 11-9 in favor of the Sabres. We definitely need some offense going in the second. Second period, we're still down 2-0. That's not good. We need to have a strong third here. We definitely had a good second period in terms of getting shots, but Luukkonen stood on his head a little bit in that period. Shots are 19-18. We're down by 2 goals. We need some heroes to come through in the third period if we want to win this game. Come on, boys. Come on, boys. At least get one on Luukkonen. Power play. There we go. Morales scores to make it a 2-1 game. Leave it to the first ever draft pick in this series. Penalty kill. Nicely done. We need to score one more and tie this one up, boys. Can you tie this one up, please? And no, we can't. Durand makes it 3-1. Jaskalainen makes it 3-2. Can we tie it? Power play late. We cannot tie it. And it's a tie series headed to game number 5. Damn, that close to going up 3-1, but we have a 2-2 series now. Oh, man. Shots 31-30 in that game. I don't know if I should make any line changes or not. So, Morales from Kapitanov and Jaskalainen from Thornton and Morales. Oh, this is a very scary series because Luukkonen could bounce back in games and he could also play really bad in some games. Same with Soderstrom. It's 2-2 series headed to Buffalo. We need to play good on the road again. If we could win this game, we have a chance to win the Cup on home ice. If we lose this game, obviously, we have a chance to lose the Cup on home ice, which would be terrible. Do we want to make any line adjustments? Jaskalainen, 30 points in 22 games. That's definitely one of the best playoffs I've seen a player put up. Morales has been so good on that top unit. I feel like I should definitely keep him there. Yeah, I should definitely keep the top line the same. I'm going to move Ortiz back to the wing and Pasquale back to center. And defensively, I haven't really had to make much changes. Might as well keep with it for now. And yeah, Soderstrom's been great. Yep, let's get into Game 5. This is going to be probably the most crucial game of this entire playoff run so far. Or it definitely is. If we win this game, like I said, we go up 3-2. If we lose this game, we're down 3-2. And then we have to win 2 straight games, which is kind of scary. So here we go. Game number 5. Can we take a 3-2 series lead here? Come on, boys. You need those top guns to get going. First period. That's not what I meant. We are down 3-0 though. And then Hedman gets us back in the game. But we got outshot 17-4. This team got completely outplayed in the first period. Oh, but we scored 1 goal on 4 shots. So maybe Lukonen's not on his game. If we can have a strong second period here and get like 1 goal at least back, then we're going to be back in this game. But we need to have a stronger second period for sure. The shots were really bad. The goal scoring obviously was okay considering we scored on one of our only 4 shots of the game. But 3 goals on 17 shots. I mean, Soderstrom isn't to blame really for that because we just allowed a lot of opportunities in that first period. And they're all from like the face-off type of dot, like in the slot. So we need to play a bit better defensively. Second period, still down 3-1. I don't like that. We're outshot 27-15. We need to have an insane third period here. We've came back from 4-1 deficits in the third before, but we need our big guns, Jaskalainen, Morales, Thornton, those type of guys to get going in this third period if we want to win this game. Come on, boys. Come on, boys. Power play early in the third. And we get a goal on the power play, and it's Sam Sidhu. Let's go. We're within 1. Okay, can we tie it up now? We need somebody to step up here. Jaskalainen, please. Or Hedman or somebody. I don't even know who I want to call upon. Teratukin. Oh, Eichel makes it 4-2. We're going to be on the brink of elimination and a chance to lose the Stanley Cup on home ice. That's not good. As Buffalo's offense has woken up and we lose 5-2. We got completely outplayed that game. Maybe I should not have made any changes. I don't know. Hedman from Ferraro and Sedin and Sidhu from Pasquale and Burns. Oh, man. No points from Jaskalainen in that game. And yeah, not a good performance from Soderstrom. I'm not going to change to Park because obviously Park has not played at all in this playoff run so far, so he'd be probably pretty cold. But that's kind of scary. If we lose this game on home ice, we're losing the Stanley Cup in front of our fans, and we do not want that to happen. So we definitely need to make some changes to get this team to win as best as possible. So even though Morales has been good, I think I'm going to move Kapitanov up just because he's better overall-wise. And I am going to move Pasquale back to the wing and move Ortiz back to center. How's this fourth line been? This fourth line has still not been that good, especially Tursunbayev. I don't really have anything I could call up to be better on that fourth line center spot. I don't think. I could play Ferraro as a center and then call up Scuderi. But I'm way more defensively minded than defensive. So it's kind of risky. I think I'm going to keep it the same. How's Tursunbayev been in terms of the face-off dot? Is he winning face-offs? 48.19% in the regular season, 54% in the playoffs. How about Duke Ferraro in the playoffs? 40.9%. That's not great. What do we want to do here? I'm going to move Blacker up to the first unit again just to get that chemistry back up there for the first unit. Even though our power play has been definitely a lot better. We'll keep that the same. With Thornton back up. And yeah, I think that's good. But we got to do a real-time simulation considering this Game 6. Whoever wins this game, or not whoever wins this game, if they win this game, they win the Stanley Cup in front of our fans. I do not want that to happen because our fans definitely deserve the cup being on our side after all these bad years. So, real-time simulation, game number 6. We need to win this game to stay alive and force a Game 7 in Buffalo. We need our top guns to score goals. Jaskalainen, please, you could do this, man. Blacker, I don't know who I want to call upon for this game. Penalty kill early in this game. We kill it off, nice. Oh, come on. Teratukin, Hedman, Sea-Doo, Thornton. Shots were 13-11 in favor of them after one. A good period from Soderstrom, but we need our offense to score. We need our offense to score. Who do I want to call upon? Burns, maybe? Because I don't know if Burns has scored a lot in the playoffs. He's definitely more of a playmaker than a goal scorer, though. Second period. And they open the score, and that's not good. Perreault makes it 1-0. Come on, guys. Please. Please tie this game. Penalty kill. Nicely done. Power play opportunity. We do not convert on the power play. Penalty kill again. Thank you. Oh, we're still down by a goal. Penalty kill late, and they score a power play goal. That might be the one that makes us lose this Stanley Cup final. Cooper scores a power play goal late in that second period. That's a very bad goal to give up. Shots are 27-21 in favor of Buffalo. We need 2 goals in the third period, or else we're going to be losing the Cup Finals in front of our fans. And this might be our closest opportunity to getting the Stanley Cup. Here we go. Third period. We need 2 goals. Power play early in the third. And we get one. Okay, Thornton on the power play. Let's go. Power play is off and running. We need 1 more goal and tie this game up, boys. Please. We do not have a lot of time left. We're going to chink it down to 4 times simulation just so it doesn't go at quick. Or it still feels like it's going really quick. Come on, guys. Jaskalainen, please. Somebody. Teratukin. Sea-Doo. We need a goal. 1 goal. We're not going to get it done, are we? Penalty kill late. And there's a power play goal on the empty net. And we lose 3-1, and we lose in the Stanley Cup Finals in what was probably our closest opportunity to getting a Stanley Cup. That's even more of a heartbreaker than the Chicago series where we lost in 7 games a couple years ago. Oh my goodness. We are literally a goal away from tying that game up, and Buffalo is going to celebrate with a Stanley Cup in front of our fans. We definitely deserved the cup this year. Buffalo won the President's Trophy, sure, but we had an insane playoff run this year. And to not win a Stanley Cup is very devastating, considering we have some big contracts up for renewal. Oh, that is definitely a slap in the face after all these good playoff games we've had. Thornton gets our only goal from Teratukin and Burns. Teratukin had 7 shots in that game. That's nuts. Burns had no shots in that game. Soderstrom was definitely not the reason we lost that game. Our offense just did not show up at the right time. 3 stars. Soderstrom still got 3rd star. Oh, that really hurts. We're that close. We won more faceoffs than they did again. But we don't win, and we lose in the Stanley Cup Finals. And, of course, we failed that owner goal. Screw you, owner. Don't care about your goals. This team deserved a lot better. Jaskalainen didn't have the greatest Stanley Cup Finals, I think. He was kind of quiet in some games, but after all that, we definitely deserved the cup this year. And I don't know how close this team is going to come again, because like I said, the cap situation going into next season is kind of scary. Let's take a look at our player stats throughout the entire playoffs, and then we will sim up to the awards. Jaskalainen was insane that playoff run. He definitely deserves the cup, but he doesn't get it. 71 playoff points in 60 games. This guy's a beast. Burns, 20 points. He was really good for the most part. Didn't score a lot, but put up a lot of assists. Pasquale is picking it up late. Same with Ortiz. Those 2 guys did really good in the 3rd round end in the Cup Finals. Turson by 5 points and a -5. I don't know if I should have taken him out of the lineup or not. And then Ferraro, nothing. Yeah, our 4th line just did not do a lot. Thornton was really good as well. Over point per game, 25 points this year in the playoffs. 20 points from Morales. Does he come back? I don't know, because he might not. He might be asking for a lot of money after that playoff run. Sea-Doo, 13 points. Still don't really like Sam Sea-Doo's play in the playoffs that much. And Enforcer, 8 points. Kapitanov, 14 points. He was kind of quiet after the 2nd round, I think. And then defensively, Teratugan was really good. Consistently puts up a lot of points in the postseason for a defenseman. Zadine was really good. Yip was really good. Obviously, he had that clutch game winner to get us to the Cup Finals. Hedman was really good. Blacker kind of was slowed down in terms of offense, but still +6. And Roach was pretty solid. And then, yeah, Soderstrom was really good. But we ran into a very tough Buffalo team. This team definitely deserves a Stanley Cup. And like I said, I don't know how much of these players are all going to be with this team next year. A lot of them will be. But some of them, like, for example, Pasquale, I don't think his contract is too long-term, right? He signed for 1 more year, so at least we have him back for another year. But still, we might end up losing somebody huge this offseason. Like Forrester, for example. Oh, that really sucks. Let's advance a few days just so we can see the awards, and then we'll send them up to the draft results and all that stuff. Not that it matters as much, because I don't know how close this team is going to get again. Palm Springs won the AHL award, AHL, which is kind of interesting. That's not our AHL affiliate, though. That's Seattle's. Let's take a look at those awards. I feel very bummed out by that, because like I was so happy recording all those episodes, and now that Stanley Cup Finals to lose in 6 is like, that close. So Buffalo, yeah, wins their 2nd cup in 3 years. Why couldn't we be the team to knock them out, huh? Interesting. And yep, we went to a cup finals, but we do not win the cup. And let me just take a look at individual awards. Elias wins the Art Ross. Shane Wright wins the Hart. McCarr wins the Norris. Pedersen wins the Bing. Dillon wins the Calder for Dallas. Cooper won the Conn Smythe for Buffalo. Screw you, Cooper. Hamel wins the Vezina for Toronto. Lukonen won the Jennings. Olsen won the Masterton. Kunitz wins the Jack Adams for Detroit. And Jaskalainen has won his 3rd straight Selke. Raimo has been amazing, but we need to find a way to get offense going throughout the rest of the lineup. Wright, pretty good. Jenks was really good. And yeah, both these guys won awards, and that's pretty much that. AHL-wise, any awards for us in the minors? No. Not a surprise. You guys probably feel just as bummed out as I do, because this team came that close, and that might be the closest we get. Let's sim up to the draft lottery results and the retirements. Not that we're going to lose anybody. So LA's got 1st, San Jose to 2nd, Florida the 3rd, and Winnipeg, New Jersey 4th and 5th. Interesting. Oh, I hope we can keep this team together for next season. So Eichel retires with a Stanley Cup. Why couldn't he retire before that? And yeah, that's the best retirement that is there. How much players of Buffalo's team actually retired? Just Eichel. It's kind of a surprise because they are a bit of an older team. Goalie-wise, best goalie to retire is Vasilevsky, Montreal, which really looks kind of gross. Lincoln and Nedeljkovic. But yeah, we didn't lose anybody, I'm pretty sure, unless we lost a random AHL guy. No, we didn't lose anybody. Of course, Jack Eichel had to be playing still, because if he didn't play, we could have won a Stanley Cup probably. Monahan and Barkov are now coaches, both in Columbus, which is kind of interesting. And coach retirement-wise, we did not lose any coaches, I don't think. Yeah, we did not lose any coaches. And let's take a quick look at that draft class and the contract situation, progress reports, and then that'll be it for this episode. But I don't know how much of this team is going to be together with the rest of this for next year. But in terms of the draft, since we know we're going to be drafting at number 31, we might get another top 6 defenseman. We might get another top 9 forward. I don't even really know. There's a gem there, apparently. There's a really good-looking defenseman and might be NHL ready. So we might take that defenseman. Because if we end up losing somebody on our defensive core, well, at least we have this guy to put in. Also might be a medium elite player right here. That is almost looking NHL ready as well. Okay, so this is a very interesting draft. We might grab one of those defensemen for sure. Just in case we lose anybody good on the defensive end in the next few years. Let me just sort and see if there's any low elites. There's a medium elite DFD going 3rd though. Wasn't sure if that was going to be a steal or not. Late centerman. Supposed to go right at the end of the first round, who looks really good as well. And is NHL ready. Wow. That might be exactly what we need if we lose a player. This draft might have some really solid players in it. Yeah, some of these guys also look pretty good. But we might... I can't move up in the draft. I'm going to not be able to get Boris Afinogenov. Unless the team whiffs on him. Which could happen, but... He's supposed to go 28th, and we're probably drafting at number 31. Which means we probably won't be able to get him. But he looks like he could be NHL ready, which is kind of insane. So, of course, the year where we go to the Cup Finals, there's a guy that could very much help out our team. But, of course, we aren't going to be able to get him, probably, because the computer's probably going to take him instead. Progress report-wise, Blacker is up to an 80, and listed as a top 4. So that's pretty good. But he might ask for a lot of money this offseason. We might have to qualify him. A lot of statistical growth, probably, throughout our lineup. Jaskline's dropped down to an 89. Park is still an 80. How is Soderstrom up to an 83 still? Still getting some statistical growth. He might ask for a lot. And in the system-wise, we are getting some good development. Benson is pretty much ready to be a backup goalie, which means we might let go of Soderstrom this offseason and run Park and Benson. But also letting go of Soderstrom might make our team miss the playoffs. And there's also Scuderi, who's very close to being like a fourth liner for us. Yeah, so a lot of good development in the minors. And contract situation-wise, this is where it gets very interesting and very tough to keep probably this team together. Jaskalainen, what do you want? Yeah, he's going to be pricey. And since he's a UFA, he probably will be getting around that. So he wants like $11 million, not a surprise. We could qualify guys like Kapitanov at least, but their asking price won't come down too much. Like we could get him and Burns probably for both around 7 to 8 million maybe. And then Morales wants 11, so we might lose Morales. And Blacker wants 6, but he's going to probably get qualified. Yip wants 6. Ortiz wants 2.3. Roach wants 2.875. Yeah, this team is going to be pretty pricey this offseason. We might lose like Tursunbayev, for example. But, oh man, that was definitely our chance to win the cup. But we didn't win it. And yeah, Soderstrom, if we go to 1 year, he wants like almost $7 million, and he's a UFA. So he might be out the door. Benson's definitely going to be maybe in the NHL next year, since he definitely has that elite potential. Oh, that was definitely our chance to win the Stanley Cup, but we don't do so, and now we're going to run into cap situation problems. So, anyways, guys, that's going to do it for this episode of our Houston Sharpshooters Draft to Glory. So, in next episode, we will take it to the offseason. We'll try and keep this team together as much as we can going into next season, but we might lose some pretty big guys, which is going to really suck, considering this team was only a couple wins away from winning a Stanley Cup. So, let me know what you guys think down below, and I'll see you guys next time.